All right, guys, here at the YCS with my boy Bruce. Top 32, his first YCS back in, I think it's 3 years, you said?
Yes, sir.
Since the last one. And I'm here with
Top tier Yu-Gi-Oh.
Top Tier Yu-Gi-Oh.
The GOAT.
And we're going to do this profile on his bird deck.
Fucking Floowandereeze. Everything's pretty standard, but we talked about hand traps a lot, we talked about board breakers a lot, and then we decided just to maximize like on the math of like board breakers, because this deck like really can't trade 1-for-1s, and you can't trade multiple like hand traps and then like be expected to play with 3 cards through DPE when you have literally 1 guaranteed starter. So we played obviously the 3 Robin, the 3 Eagle. We played 2 Stree. We were playing Gold Sark and testing that with it, but what we found out was like we really wanted to even out on the spell monster count, so you should ideally open 1 with 1 like power spell and then like some board breakers, because with the math you should open close to 2. So we played these, and then you have to play the 1 toucan. We played 2 M-Pen for this event mainly because of Prank Kids, and like the Raigeki is just crazy because like, and in the mirror, because like you have to Stree toucan it back, and you want to Stree like their Celestial and like maybe deal with their DPE later, because a lot of times you can beat DPE for a couple turns, but you can't beat draw 2 into literally whatever they want. And then we played the Apex and the Ryza. Those are standard, obviously.
The broken
and then
cards.
The statue.
Just 1 statue?
Just the 1 statue. I don't really think 2 is very correct. I don't like leaning in more to going first when we should already win going first. So like I obviously have like cards that literally do nothing going first in this deck. And then best card in the game. I didn't see it that much until like when it mattered today against Pranks. I got to actually open this after losing the roll, which was nice. Felt really good. I thought my YCS was over, and then it like wasn't. And then we played Cherries
In the main deck.
in the main deck because the theory applied that, so we were playing Raigeki, but Raigeki doesn't do anything against like Pranks really. And with Cherries, you can I think we're gonna play Meow Meow now. We played Butler. That was definitely probably wrong. But like just getting rid of like DPE against the fair decks that like decide to boost themselves by playing it like Striker, like they're literally playing a couple years ago and their deck's like terrible. Like ideally it's a board minimizer like Shifter, like the other board breakers. It doesn't do a whole lot by itself, but it does some things with others, and then the decks that really rely on DPE lose to it. Obviously we play the triple map. The 1 wins. This card's literally the best in the deck. It's crazy. 3 of this because consistency.
It's a quick fleet broken spell.
Yeah, we dodge Baylor. Then we play the 1 Called by the Grave, even though we play Shifter because we don't want to lose to hand traps, and it's good against Pranks going second. We played the double book. We were playing 3, but effectively going first, like this is like the same thing against everything but Imperm, and it's essentially a 4th Shifter. And going second, you side it out, but if you lose the roll, they like have a priority to still pop this if you open it, because other like all their stuff goes to grave that matters. And then we main Dark Ruler because we need to have as max as we can with everything. Like the 1-for-1 hand traps don't trade, so I'd rather just let them do it and like negate the whole board, because if you can deal with the right monsters and still stick M-Pen, then it just doesn't matter if you didn't clear the whole thing. And then Triple Prosperity, shout out Jonathan, I can't afford these.
Better than Extravagance?
Much better. You literally picks a card in your deck. It's insane. Like Extravagance is 2 randoms, and this literally like lets you see your side cards and whatever you're missing.
So you don't think it's replaceable by Extravagance?
You can play it at locals, but like I do not think I would have gotten nearly as far in the event without this, because you get to, if they let this resolve, a lot of the times it's like really wild, because then you just reveal Dark Ruler and they're like, oh. And then this is essentially Prosperity for 3, and we're allowed to play it because we scythe ourselves every time we summon a card. And then for the 41st card, we play the Trap. So it's 20 monsters, 20 spells, 1 trap. We just couldn't find anything else to cut. Like everything is just absolutely necessary. There will be changes like made. Not exactly sure what those are right now, but overall it was really good in the event. The only things that are like required in the extra deck are like this for the cherries, this to potentially go into, and then you can play what other 11 cherries targets you want. It literally doesn't matter. You can play the Dogmatica Invoke stuff. Like these cards were like pretty irrelevant all weekend, but you know they could have been.
Which
So,
ones did you choose them?
I chose Omega because my mom gave this to me years ago. I chose this for the Dogmatica package. You're supposed to play this for Dogmatica. Our cherries targets, I probably would have played something more for Synchro. I just didn't like really think it was that good, but I didn't play it much or like lose. Like probably Hal could definitely. Like I ended up like just not wanting to spend another $40 to be honest, and didn't know that one was available until I submitted my list at 10 a.m. on Friday.
You played Butler, you said, right? Oh,
Yeah, so we did play Butler. Meow's better because they have less polys. They don't play as many these days. We just like we're really scared of like Raigeki and then just like fast submitted like a little too early. Dogmatica stuff. It's literally whatever you want at this point. Like we played like I cherries this one time, and he like had to start like Chaos Space. So the only thing it like did was like he like had to banish his like one of his dragons for Chaos Space. So the only thing it did was prevent him from recycling the white one again. Like it was like
I
pretty
guess you could
bad.
use the other dragon, the low 8.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could like probably just play something better, but like there wasn't very much time to test like cherries in the main to switch to. But like I said, just play the idea of cherries targets for however the format shifts after this.
That's fair.
This because it's a one of crazy. These we don't like Lancia, but we like Pandemonium even less. So if you're like able to open like Book or like any quick play to like bait the Griffin, you can like still fast do this with or these and like the standby phase.
That's a lot of back row removal.
It is because like we like I was like we lose against like back row decks when we don't open like essentially perfect. Like you have to like tribute over their things and like open a bunch of like playable spells, and then like I said, like essentially like the deck takes care of everything except for when you're going second, you gotta break boards and they lose to like back row. So what we did is we got rid of back row, and in the main you saw like the shift and stuff. And then we got rid of the boards. Like we're playing this and what's it called? Ruler in the main. And like the only reason we're playing this is instead of Lightning Storm is other than affording it is the fact that if your opponent is like smart and like knows you're on Flunder post board, they'll just like put their guys in defense.
That is true. Raigeki don't care what the position you're in.
Do not care. And then we play a triple Feather Storm because it's literally a time walk and skips your opponent's turn. And it's literally, you see this in a win monster and you win. I opened 3 of this in my top 32 match when my opponent ogred my Eagle, and that was like the only way it matters. I like hope he wins the event though because it's his like first YCS and he's like a really good player. And then the last card in the slot is the best one in the deck, and it's literally crazy. I don't know why anyone is playing any other trap to side in because you take out exactly 6 cards post board when you're going first, which are the 3 cherries and the 3 ruler. So why not just play 3 more copies of Feather Storm? Like it's literally like the same card.
Skip
like,
your turn.
Yeah, why would you play like Judgment or Anti-Spell when you could just play 6 of this? Like it just like mathematically, like opening it and then like also playing a million pop cards, there's like almost no way you shouldn't see this.
Yeah, skipping 2 turns potentially is kind of insane.
Yeah, like really.
You open 1 and 1, you're like, okay, I use this one this turn, and the next turn I use the other one.
Yeah, like it's just insane. Like you can consider playing like a second Dreaming Town if you like felt like that. I just don't think it's that good.
Shoutouts?
Shoutouts are the Greensboro crew, the Harrisonburg crew, Alex, Daniel, Matt, Doble, my beautiful girlfriend, she's perfect. Just everyone who tested with me, supports me, and just like stays with the crew. Team Rage Quit forever. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bruce. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate it, guys.
Congrats, Bruce. Good job.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Time.